In this video, we will explore a disturbing event involving the Rossi family. After moving to a new house located on the outskirts of the city, the Rossis will find themselves faced with a terrifying situation. They will discover that, hidden behind the walls of their house, there is someone whose presence will irremediably change their lives. Good vision. The Rossi family, looking for a new beginning, had chosen an isolated house on the outskirts of the city. It seemed like the perfect place to start over. The large house had an imposing but welcoming appearance, despite the air of mystery that seemed to surround it. However, their dream of tranquility soon turned into a nightmare. The first night in the new house, Francesca woke up sweating and shaking. A sense of irrational fear filled her as strange noises, a mixture of scrapings and whispers, echoed through the dark corridors. She decided to investigate, even though her heart was pounding so hard it hurt her chest. She walked over to their bedroom mirror, her pale, frightened reflection staring back at her. With a trembling hand, she put her ear to the mirror and listened. A continuous rustling sound, like an incessant whisper, followed by a sudden bang that made her jump back. It was clear now that they were not alone. Over the next few days, the family discovered that the mirrors were moving strangely. Every time they looked at them, they found that they had moved from how they had been placed the previous time. And so they broke a mirror in the bedroom and discovered a series of secret passages behind it. One night, they decided to explore these hidden rooms together. As they wandered through a damp, narrow corridor, little Elena, the youngest daughter, was suddenly grabbed by hidden hands. Before she could scream, a hand covered her mouth. Terrified, she felt her heart go crazy as she was dragged away from her family. Francesca screamed, but Luca, her father, held her back, his face distorted with terror. He felt the blood pounding in his temples as he frantically tried to think of a solution. Suddenly, his eyes fell on an abandoned knife on a nearby table and a can of gasoline. His heart was pounding against his chest as he grabbed the knife with one hand and the bin with the other, and so he gathered strength and threw himself into the corridor from which his daughter had been taken. The tension was palpable, cold sweat pouring down his back as he moved forward. But with courage and determination, he continued down the corridor. He reached a large hall where Elena was tied to an altar, surrounded by members of the sect in black robes. Without hesitation, Luca tipped the can of petrol onto the floor, leaving a trail to the exit. With one last look of love towards his daughter, he lit a match and threw the fire behind him as he ran towards Elena. The flames quickly spread, consuming everything in their path. Luca managed to free Elena and desperately tried to escape with her. The sect, trapped in the flames, screamed in agony. However, the fire was relentless, and even Luca and Elena were overwhelmed. Luca's last thought was a desperate wish that his daughter would survive. Against all odds, only one little girl, the daughter of the sect leader, was found among the ashes and was saved by rescuers. Adopted by a new family, she became increasingly strange and disturbing as the years passed. Watched over by the demon of brass, she carried within her the seed of evil that would one day revive her parents' sect. And now tell me, did you like this video? Leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because this is Midnight Horror USA, Stories of Blood.